I'm Sher Russell from mining.com.au, and joining me today is the CEO of Starcore International Mines, Robert Eadie. Robert, it's a pleasure to see you again. How are you?
I'm great, Shay. Thanks very much. And it's a pleasure to be back again. Session number 3.
Session number 3. Thanks for keeping count. Let's dive into the recent due diligence that you were completing on the Tortilla Project located in Mexico. Now, the announcement that came out on the 14th of July not only shows that you are improving the grade, but you are making the mine economical. Tell me, how is that?
Well, we in the last year and a half, we've been working on our CIL plant and using activated carbon in recovery because we have carbon ore at the mine at San Martin, our main mine. And for the Tortilla project, it really didn't get a lot of attention or didn't find a suitable partner because it has carbon in the material with the silver and the gold. And so this feeds into our 100% owned circuit that we've recently perfected to be able to make recoveries. So as we put out in the press release today, the recoveries are almost 80% for gold and 85% for silver. And those are fantastic economic numbers. So that really what we're doing today is to spell out and try and give investors and shareholders a sense of the type of work we do before we make a deal on a project. So we've done the metallurgical testing. We test or look for title, we look for ownership, we look for liens, anything in properties. We do all that in advance. So it usually takes us a few months to do the due diligence. And this was a little bit of insight as to the stage that we've gone with this project.
As you just pointed out in your answer there, you've got your own facilities. Tell me, how does having basically the ability to process your own metal help get this project off the ground?
It's fantastic. It's 2 hours away. We can have it trucked to us. We can grind it at site. We can truck it ready for the mill if we chose or do choose. That's an operational decision and comes into 100% own equipment where we're capable of 1,000 tons per day, currently using about 625. So this project at 250, call it, 250 tons per day would add nicely into it, and we can increase from there. Having your own equipment, your own plant, you're in control of your destiny. It's a wonderful place to be. It's a big advantage.
This is clearly the start of the due diligence for the Tortilla project. What else can we look forward to hearing from over the coming weeks?
Well, next will be bulk samples being shipped for processing. We believe that we're commercially ready and that the mine can be commercially viable. Keep in mind, this is a historical mine, so no modern geological science has been done to develop the project, or drilling, or IP surveys, that type of thing. It is veins, so IP doesn't necessarily work, but it will tell us if there's a larger ore body sitting underneath. It is in a prolific silver zone. There is another mine 5 kilometers away, the La Negra mine. So we are in a district, in a belt. And so we're really looking forward to it because it really hasn't had any modern science used on the project. So
One of my favorite things are old projects without modern science because there's generally plenty of good surprises ahead. But speaking of a good surprise, you are coming down under next week. You are attending the Noosa Mining Conference. Robert, I've got to ask, what prompted this decision and what do you hope to learn while you're in Australia?
well, as we've been speaking together, and as I've been speaking with other people about the Australian market and the similarities between the miners in Australia and in Canada, the active market in Australia right now for raising capital, we have a large portfolio in Côte d'Ivoire in West Africa. In West Africa right now, as the Australians know, there's a boom. Uh, London, they're aware of it. Africa, they're aware of it. Canada, a little bit. America, not at all. And so the Australians understand what's going on there. We're looking to either joint venture or we're looking to possibly have a listing on the ASE, and it would be good to be able to put that Côte d'Ivoire project on the stock exchange in Australia and give it the exposure that it needs by qualified investors. So Noosa, I understand, is one of your more important events in Australia, and so it's all there in 3 days. We can tire ourselves out, walk endlessly, meet fellow miners, and discuss what's going on. Hopefully, find some potential partners that we can start a dialogue with, and really get a sense of a small sense of the mining market in Australia, or from an investor's point of view. Look at the There isn't a conference that I've been to where I haven't learned something and understood more. And coming to, I mean, you speak English, you, it's a Christian country. You're miners. You like beer. I mean, I think I could learn a thing or two.
Well, we are thrilled to see you embracing the Australian market like this, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Listen, Robert, this was an absolute pleasure catching up, and I will see you next week.
Thank you very much for having us, and I look forward to visiting Australia for my first time and welcoming our fellow brotherhood of miners from Australia.